and hopefully a knife. So if we go out here, we'll go to the middle right here and we'll watch the chaos break out as the teams knife against each other. They're calling out have fun. Good respect to always do that. Good luck, have fun. Much more common in StarCraft or in a MOBA like Dota 2 or League of Legends, but I like seeing it in CSGO because it's just a sign of respect. And here we go. It looks like the knife is not working out for the terrorists at all. They're falling one by one, and we haven't even lost a single counter-terrorist yet. It's getting a little bit hectic here. Yet, counter-terrorists are going to be able to keep their side here on Inferno. There you go. They do stay. They're going to be restarting the match once more, and we'll be going in here. My bad, guys. Voice enable on 0. I didn't know that they would be talking in server. Most teams, I'm not sure how it is in India, but most teams that I'm aware of do use their own private network. But just in case, I went ahead and took that extra step. And we'll have a nice solid match here, guys. So just to go through all the players here, for Team FraG Show, we're going to have Mad Elephant, Widgie, Rusher, Liu, and Morphew 5, and then for Virtual Impact we are going to be having Fufu, Shifu, Denim, Snorlax, and Mad. If I get those names wrong, be sure to correct me in Twitch chat. I will try and fix that as best as possible, or as quickly as possible. And yeah, guys, I'm as much going to be learning from these matches, who's dominant teams, what to expect from who. And the more info you guys can give me, the more I will take happily. And here we go. We are starting up our first round now, guys. It's going to be a pistol round as FraG Show got to keep the CT side on Inferno. We're going to see what they're capable of against the terrorists. And it looks like we actually have one AFK player sitting in the back here. No, he's just coming with a little bit of a late start. And Morphew, he's going to be peeking mid right here, trying to get an idea of where the terrorists are going to be going in this situation. He's going to find one terrorist player to kind of compete against here as 3 terrorists work their way up apartments. It's the longer Morpheus stays here, the riskier it gets. And now we are going to see Widgie go down immediately. He's going to Morpheus is going to respond by going into apartments and trying to get a flank location. It looks like he hasn't been heard either. Fufu's going to go for the plant, but he's going to get taken down. No! Fufu gets away alive, and it's actually Liu who comes in and cleans up the player in Graveyard. And now we have Rusher coming in, trying to clean up the rest of the terrorists. He turns this 2v4 into a 2v3, making it a little bit possible, but then Rusher gets team fired upon by his ally here. Not what you want happening at all. And now, there you go, Mad Elephant guessing the position of his opponent. He does find him, but he does not take him down, and together the 3 terrorists do take out Rusher, no problem at all. 3 terrorists staying alive. They got a bomb plant that round, and they pick up the pistol round. It's a good start for them right here. Counter-terrorists, you usually don't want to lose pistol round here. On average, we're seeing a lot of the professional teams picking up about 6 rounds on average here on Inferno. It's actually more CT-sided. It's been a lot more CT-sided recently than it's been for a while. This Inferno used to be considered an 8-7 map, in which you just see both teams pretty much equal on sides. But we've seen CT side become more and more stacked as Counter-Strike Go has developed, and as we've seen new metas, new strategies come out, new smoke locations, new flashes. And let's not forget the famous B smoke right here, guys, on cart that will let you peek for the longest time. We see our first action happening in A as one player is going to be wrapping around. They are going to be fighting with pistols. Morphew are going to be hiding inside as he gets pressured right here. His ally and him are going to be fighting back, but they're not able to do enough here. They're not able to take down a player. And instead, another CT is also going to go down in B side as the wrap comes in. But there you go. The first kill does come in for the counter-terrorist, and that's Mad Elephant picking up the nice frag right there, but he's gonna look for the second one here as he's fighting against DNM. He's down to half HP, but he does not go down. He does take down Mad Elephant, and they only pick up 1 kill this round. But something else to mention that they did well is they stopped the bomb plant. The enemy team not stacking another $800 on their side there. That is something important to mention. If you fail to get the kills on your side, it is also equally important to stop the bomb plant happening for CT side. And it looks like they're going to be abandoning the bomb maybe and just going for frags. And it looks like they're asking for a pause as one player seems to be AFK at this point in time. That will be Snorlax. I'm assuming it's Snorlax here. That's what it seems to be for me. As CTs rush down here, they're all going together, and they're looking for frags. As terrorists are coming out, they are fighting, and they do just end up mowing them down. The CTs were expecting the terrorists to be a little bit less grouped up together, and they were hopefully going to be catching 2 players off guard. And there you go, we do see a disconnect coming in as they ask for a pause. They're desperately wanting an admin to pause this match, but it does not look like it'll come in time. Instead, we're going to have a round with a 4v5 here. 0-3, that's your normal start. CT's on the first buy round, and now CT's have an even greater advantage as we do see a terrorist are down a player. Not to mention one of them actually kept their Bison right there as well. That's not going to help anymore either. They look like they're stacking up for B site. This is probably their best bet, honestly. They need to get the smoke in the right position, though. That smoke lands a little bit too far back and does not stop Rusher from landing any of those shots. However, he does go down. Nice Galil control coming in there. Does take him down. And now it's Mad Elephant stepping up to the plate, but he goes down as well. Terrorists are going to rush into site. 3v3 situation. Nice job fighting without their 5th player right here. And retaking B site here in this situation in a 3v3 is going to be very difficult for the players alive right now. 2 of them rushing up from Banana, but they get caught off guard primarily as they rush into Banana, but they do manage to take down a terrorist nonetheless without even losing a single counter terrorist. And now they're going to be pushing on to Emo, and Nubox is here. They take down one of the terrorists with a grenade and take down the second one. Widgie catching him as he takes a peek out of Nubox. Good job indeed. And now they're going to get the defuse. That was a great B retake site right there, guys. Good job indeed. Frag Show giving us a show, actually. Quite a show indeed. I thought for sure that we wouldn't be able to see a 3v3 retake on B side. It's notoriously difficult, but they did a great job not losing a CT player when coming up B and being surprised like that. And it looks like there isn't going to be a pause here. No mercy for this terrorist team, Virtual Impact, as things go on. No, we are in a pause right now. What am I saying, guys? I'm ranting about false facts here as we are stuck on the 15-second mark. Just going to be waiting for our last player. I'm assuming they're asking what's causing him to take so long. And apparently nothing. Hopefully that means he's reconnecting the server. Sound is not proper, you say. I'd have to ask you to specify, is there an audio sync that seems to be messing up? If so, that's going to have to do a stream restart, or is there just something else, like you're just missing sound somewhere? Just have to ask for a specify on that case. There we go. Waiting for our last player to join up here, guys, and we had an interesting start right there. I think Virtual Impact is still probably the favored team, but only if they can keep their 5th player in. They cannot play a 4v5 and expect to win. That much is for sure. And apparently he's restarting his computer because of technical difficulties. That is a common thing to happen, so we're going to be waiting here for just a little bit here, guys. Don't mind that at all. A little bit interesting to see that... Yeah, we do have a full buy coming out here, but we actually... I'm more interested to see how much money Snorlax, Mad, and DNM actually have. Because normally after you lose, once you get through your first 3 rounds on Terra's side, you can lose the first buy round, but you can't lose the second buy round without not being able to buy. However, if we look at their cash right here, they actually do have the cash to buy in this situation. And I'm a little bit scared here for Frag Show CSGO. That last round came down was a very close match, and that was just a 4v5. So once they regain their 5th, I'm assuming Frag Show are going to be in a little bit of trouble here. But they're fully bought. They did win 1 round. Morale is on their side, I'm assuming. Hopefully Morale is on their side. Nobody's yelling at each other just yet. We are a little bit too early for players to be arguing with each other. And hopefully they can keep themselves together on CT side, because there's, like I said, I was talking about the development of Inferno. It's no longer an 8-7 map where you can expect an even score. You usually you pretty much want CT side, or need CT side, to have more rounds than you do T side here on CSGO. So if they don't string about 9 wins together, it's going to be looking a little bit iffy here. Not necessarily a throwaway game or anything like that. Nothing's going to be determined necessarily by that, but it's just going to put a little bit more pressure than they would want necessarily on them. And unfortunately, the pause had to happen a little bit early in the rounds, as there's I would be referencing a lot more rounds that was happening in the past, but there's not much to reference to. However, DNM, if you want something to reference to, let's reference to him, because he's doing a fantastic job right now. 7-1, entry fragger for Virtual Impact, and opened up B site completely. Now they have their 5th player. We're going to be continuing our match shortly, and let's see what Virtual Impact can do. Timer is ticking down as we get ready to start this match. Frag show, can they resist the pressure? So we see mostly an Alt-A commit. They're going to have one player watching mid, one player watching B. They're keeping it safe. They're scouting out information at the same time. They're making sure no push is coming in from the CTs. Nothing strange happening. If you're familiar with StarCraft 2 terms, that no cheese is coming towards them, or going to take them, catch them off guard. And it looks like we might just have 2 players setting up for smokes right here. Yes, we do. Okay, that's going to be the smokes to block off arches. Meanwhile, this will be the smoke that lands on truck right here. And it looks like their smokes... one thing that you always have to look with for these teams is execution, and right now these smokes, you know, they're not coming down simultaneously. It looks like they're actually going to slow down here, and there you go. That's exactly why Snorlax picks up the first kill right here in Apartments, going to toss a flash out as a distraction, and it looks like they're going to retreat back towards B. Use this as a distraction since there's only one player by himself, and that is Mad Elephant, as one CT player did rotate all the way around over here to Arch side to make sure that it was safe and no push was incoming. And yeah, it looks like they've completely taken the bait. It's all going to be on Mad Elephant. He gets flashed right here. He's going to have to defend against 5 oncoming players. They are all here to face up against him. Can the FAMAS do it? He gets 1 player. He goes out with his pistol. He does get a 2nd player, but he only takes down 2. And let's see if that is just enough for his teammates. It's going to be Shifu who gets the next frag, but it is returned by Liu. Liu doing a good job. Gets control of construction, reloading with the FAMAS right now as his CT teammate is rotating into B. It would have been a cheeky thing indeed if these terrorists had rotated back to A and actually planted the bomb at A, but they're not that cheeky. And now it's just going to be a simple 2v2 retake, and I call it simple, but there's a lot of things that could happen in this situation right now. As one player goes down, it's a 2v1. Now it's turned into a 1v1. Snorlax going, he's in the 1v2 clutch situation, and he does clutch it for his team. Takes down that last player. Nice AK control spray right there, and gets away just before the bomb explodes in the end right there, and gives his team the 4th round win. And yes, we will have Never Say Die playing right after this match here, guys, so do stay tuned. Don't know how many times I've said that yet, but things are heating up here, and it looks like Virtual Impact are going to be turning up the pressure right here as Snorlax picks up the op. Looks like they do have a dedicated opper. It's actually quite common these days to pick up 5 rifles on T side and only bring out your dedicated opper on CT, and only if you have a very dedicated opper will you usually ever bring out an op on T side. Although I will say that rule's being broken more and more. Like I said, CSGO is, even though it's not in development as a game is, the strats for it in the meta design for it is always being changed. And here we go. We do see the 2 CTs going down on B side, but CTs do manage to pick up 1 kill before doing so. The CZ is so powerful right here. And now Liu's going to show himself, but Shifu is just waiting here for him. He didn't have enough bullets, though, to finish him off as Snorlax actually takes him out. And now Fufu is going to pick up the last kill right there as he takes down Morphew. And that's going to be an easy T round right there. The pistol's not doing much work at all. Only picking up 1 kill that entire round. And so far, I mean, really, we've seen Virtual Impact playing as strong as they are without too much of complicated strats. They're keeping it basic. They're going bare bones for a lot of these, using classic smokes and then just relying on their skill here, and it's working for them. So there's no reason for them to change it up as of yet until Morphew brings out the op. He does actually take down Shifu, who decides to show himself in mid, and now he's lost bomb control, and looks like Morphew is going to fight for control here. No, he's going to take his pot shot and then back off and guard mid. He is going to give up bomb, but they have not taken it just yet. They are leaving bomb out in the open still. We'll see how long they take to recover it in this situation. Terrorists, again, they're split up in all directions right now. They're just gathering the information, making sure that nothing is going to take them by surprise. Nobody's where they shouldn't be. No CT has actually worked their way up through a T apartments, for example, which does happen from time to time. They smoke out B, and it looks like they're going for another fake play. The third player from A does rotate out here, but he's coming back already, and as the first CT player does go down, he will be rotating as quickly as possible as Fufu takes down another player, picks up a second headshot in this round right here, doing work for his team as Morphew shows himself. He does pick up an op shot, and well timed at that, but he goes down instantly as he comes out a little bit too quickly and puts himself in the open. He does go down and is unable to help his team anymore, and it looks like his team is forced into the 2v3 retake. But at this point, I'm almost thinking they should just save their 2 CT rifles, as it would probably be better for them at this point. And there you go, Rusher, he takes down one player. He's looking for the second one, but Mad Elephant is going to chime in and steal that kill. As they look for the last player, he is going to reveal his position. It's Snorlax up in the apartments in the 1v2 clutch, and he does manage to pull it off. He delays them from getting on that bomb long enough for it to go off, with no chance of a defusal happening. Mad Elephant is the only one who gets away alive, but he does manage to save an AK. CTs are on a full save round right here, so if they're going to manage to win this round, it's most likely going to be all up to Mad Elephant to do the work for his team. And 1-6, it looks like Terrorists are kind of running away with this game at this point. They're doing a lot of work here on T side, and like I said, it looks like this bare bones kind of style is just really working for them, where they come into the site with almost no notice, and they just take down players with beautiful headshots, really. CZ's in place right here. Rusher in position to take down any player who decides to push through smoke. That's where you want to be. You want to make sure to be able to punish anybody who's doing something goofy or silly or something just nonsensical. And it looks like it's going to be Rusher who actually takes a little bit of damage from Shifu right there. And now he's going to go up against him. The CZ doing a good amount of damage, but it doesn't take him down. In fact, the first kill from the CZ goes to DNM. DNM goes down, but Fufu is already dead, and now Shifu is close to death as well on top of it. And let's see if this AK, it is a 3v3 after all. There is a chance for these CTs to be able to clutch the situation, but as a flash comes out from B, it perfectly blinds Mad Elephant from entering into sight and slows him down a lot, giving Terrace a lot more time to set up here. As we see Snorlax waiting for a B rush to happen right here. It's actually going to be a CT waiting all the way in the back of spawn, as Mad Elephant is going to go for another save. He takes his 50 damage, and it looks like 3 CTs are going to get out with exactly what they want. AKs and weapons and anything they could imagine. It's like they've just gotten into Charlie's Chocolate Factory and gotten everything they could wish for, and now they even pick up another kill on top of that. Morphew gets his op back, but he does end up losing it before the end of the round. And now, oh no, what's happened? Oh, the Chocolate Palace has crumbled as CTs they excavated from the enemy team at the last moment of all things. 1-7, Terrorists are running away with this match so far. And yes, the caster is Walrus. That is my online username. I go by Naughty Walrus or Sassy Walrus. The adjective changes, so just keep it Walrus for short, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is a weekly cup. I'm casting the semifinals for you here today, and make sure to stay tuned not only for our next match, but for tomorrow and for next week, which we will have another tournament cup that is again sponsored by MTS. And again, thank you to MTS for making this all possible for India right here. As Widgie gets really aggressive here in ult, he gets punished instantly, can't even pick up one kill before going down. And now Shifu's just going to be running into arches, no fear. Trades shots with Liu, but Liu comes out on top, but he's taking a lot of damage for it. Again, these terrorist players are just out aiming and out shooting the enemies here. And now there you go, Liu, his reaction's just a little bit too slow, and DNM does take him down. Mad Elephant now stepping up to try and take on DNM. He does catch him off guard, gets the headshot to instantly shut him down, and now he's going to be watching Arches again, trying to save that AK. I can't help but feel that this round would have gone so much better if they would have been able to save that previous round, keep the op and the 2 AKs alive. But they got their weapons, and then they didn't go for a full save. They tried to go for exit frags, and 2 of them didn't even have armor, which makes it practically impossible, really. It really was a little bit nonsensical. If it worked out, it would have been amazing for them, because they would have been able to punish the terrorist players heavily while also saving. But it didn't, and putting themselves in that gamble kind of hurt them more than it helped. And now we are seeing a little that result in their scoreline here a little bit more, as they have to go for another save round here. FraG show, it's 1-8, and it doesn't look like they're even going to be able to get a second CT round here just yet. And there you go. They're going to get really aggressive in mid. Here's the 5-7 from Morphew. There's only 2 CT players alive, but now there's only 1. It's going to be Mad Elephant by himself, trying to rotate over to A before they get here, but it looks like he's going to be looking for a lurking player coming in from B right here. That's going to be Impact, but he's sitting right here behind smoke, behind Cart, and I think he should do just that. Keep himself alive and let Mad Elephant make the mistake. T's don't really necessarily need to go on a hunt. They have him pinned completely. They know he's going to be in B side somewhere. And there you go, Mad Elephant. He misses his spray. He hits a player through a wall, which unfortunately, even though he was low, means he takes only like 5 HP in damage. And he doesn't end up dying. And then after that, he just wasn't able to get the recoil control down enough in order to spray down that second player who showed himself. And oof. It's looking like a tough game. FraG show are going to have to show us a completely dominant T side if we're going to have any faith in them coming back at this point, as 9 points on Terrorist side is absolutely fantastic for Virtual Impact. And this is what I was talking about. Virtual Impact so far in this tournament, you know, I don't think they've even had a default win this match. And oh, there you go. Mad Impact dodging the op right there. In fact, takes the op down to 50 HP and then gets away alive. That is not something you see every day. And, you know, I don't think I've been fair here. If you look at Virtual Impact right here, I've been calling them pretty much bare bones, going in with minimal smoke and flashes, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think they've had some excellent flashes this match that have completely shut down the counter-terrorists and made their life a living hell. However, here we see the counter-terrorists finally putting up their main, their largest resistance. It's 3v5 right here, or 3v4 as Mad Elephant actually does go down. And now it's looking a little bit troublesome as Bomb's just about to go down on site. It's going to be a 4v3 retake, but now it's a 4v2. And DNM, excuse me, tongue twister right there, is going to try and even this up, make it a 2v2 situation, as he does take down another player, and he knows another one's rotating in from construction. He will take down Liu, as Snorlax watches his friendly players back. He takes down Widgie, and that is another clutch round, 2v4 situation for the terrorists that ends up winning them, that ends up winning for Virtual Impact. And it looks like nothing FraG show does can just work. They started that round with a 3v5 advantage, and they still can't manage to end up winning that round and taking it away from Virtual Impact. Virtual Impact is just on a domination roll here. And I hear a lot of problems with people telling me that their videos can't load. I'm going to go ahead and try something after this match, so if you can hear me now at least, do know before the next match starts I will try and fix your lag issues, and I'll try and make this a little bit better for you guys. But in the meantime, bear with me as we've got to finish this match right here. It's not yet over. FraG show would be very disappointed with me if I had given up on them just yet, as Liu picks up a double kill, engaging both players, going down to 7 HP, but never giving up. He does manage to take him down. And Morphew, he's made a great mistake right here. A CT player has managed to work his way all the way up to tree and buy truck in construction. But does he know there are 2 CTs on site? It looks like his teammate is just running directly into sight, and he might just reveal himself too quickly. The no-scope comes in, and there's a second player on site, and another no-scope. Snorlax with the double no-scope takes B site, and I can't even believe this. He's got to clutch a 1v4 situation, and he damn well just might. He can hear his opponent coming in here, and he waits for him to show up. He takes the first op shot, but he whiffs it, and he barely misses, and now he knows they're coming for the chase right here, and he's trying to get out of construction. He goes for the flank position, but the running op shot doesn't land. It looks like he should have gone for a no-scope, as his aim is not, as aiming is a little bit too difficult for him right there. Trying to land those running op shots, just a little bit too much to luck. Leaving a little bit too much up to luck there, guys. Wow. That was absolutely insane. But as per usual, it looks like Virtual Impact just... Oh, wait, no, that ended up actually being a win for Virtual Impact. Excuse me. Frag Show did manage to defend in that situation. Or am I hallucinating at this point? The scoreboard's got me a little bit tricked up here, guys, because one says Terrorist and the other one says Frag Show. Terrorists are they're really quickly going into apartments, and now are they going to run into Widgie? Did Widgie? No, Widgie didn't even see Fufu come in. He has no idea that a player is there, and he's just going to be waiting for DMN to cross, and DNM is not going to even hear the one bullet. That is the advantage of a silenced weapon, and here we go. It's a 5v3 situation again for Virtual Impact. Can they turn this into a victory again? That's the question I have to ask here. Nice flash coming in here. As Widgie tries to get out of apartments, he nearly gets hunted down by that terrorist in there, but it's not enough to get close. You actually have to pick up the kill in order to turn the odds back in your favor. And here we go. We do see them creeping up into A side. CTs are giving them a lot of space here as Shifu does pick up the first kill. He's going to get caught off guard and taken down. And meanwhile, we see Mad here run into sight. He just takes a player down instantly. Nice headshot coming in here. Turns it into a 2v3. There's a real chance for them here. And it's only getting better as Snorlax picks up a kill for his team. The terrorists, they lose another player. They're coming in one by one without smokes or flashes, and it is killing them to do so. Now it's a 2v1 in Virtual Impact's favor after being, what was that, a 3v4 to start. Bomb is down, and it does look like Mad Elephant is just going to go for the save on the op. Snorlax is indeed OP, guys. 2-10, and it looks like they're going to be able to pick up an 11th round here before the half. The question is, are we going to see a 13-2 scoreline? That's the real question. That is absolute domination in every definition of the word here. And in fact, they have so much money here on T side, or they don't have that much necessarily, but they have enough that they're comfortable to go for the hunt. And the person going for the hunt is the op. That's how comfortable they are with it. Snorlax, he's got plenty of money to rebuy his op and keep his necessary needs, his addiction going to the sniper rifle. And now we actually see the Pasha play coming out here. Inferno auto sniper coming out here. DNM manages to pick it up with with the bank that he has. And now there is going to be an op coming into play here, and that's Snorlax going down instantly, but DNM manages to trade out the frag right there with his auto rifle. And there we go. They do also decide to pick up another pick up the op that was dropped here, and they are going to be using it. I'd almost want to see them go back and pick up that AK. I don't think they can make too many movements here without their second rifle here, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Two players getting taken down. It's all on Mad right now in this situation. He's by himself. How much can he do before getting flanked from the back? It is going to be Widgie working his way behind here. There's not much time before he gets taken by surprise. Rusher, he's the only one at B. Nice shot being called out, and there you go. Rusher is going to be able to finish it out here as he picks up a second op for his team. The CZ landing the headshots that matter, takes his opponent down in quick fashion before he can even react. Guys, it's different for everybody. I'm trying to make the stream as best as possible for everybody. So if some people are having problems, I will try and address that, but not now. I'm not going to interrupt a cast just... I'm not going to interrupt mid-cast unless everyone is having the problem, which is not the case. But I will try and make sure that everybody can watch as best as possible. Anyway, here we go. We do see Morphew. He keeps peeking mid, and I think this is starting to become a problem for the CTs. This is essentially a 4v5 game, as Virtual Impact is getting a free kill at the beginning of every round as Morphew's trying to go for the pick and mid. He just needs to learn his lesson, play passive, and play somewhere else on Arch site, or maybe, you know, replace him, put him in B. Somewhere more closer to home, maybe. And now we're going to have the terrorists wrapping right here. It's going to be on Rusher to try and catch these terrorists off guard as they rotate in through arches. He doesn't manage to pick up a kill here. In fact, he gets finished off by the op. And now we do see another CT player going down. That's actually a 5v1 situation, but a lot of the players are lit as we see 2 going down instantly. It's Mad Elephant in the clutch situation again. He failed us last time, but will he fail this time? He goes for the jump shot as he gets caught off guard right there, and that destroys any chance of him being able to clutch. He gets finished off very quickly by Mad Impo right there, or Impact, excuse me. That's their sponsor. And 3-12 is going to be the halftime, 12-3, as Virtual Impact switch to the easier side now, which is CT side. This is essentially if they pick up a pistol round. This is essentially an easy game and an easy cleanup game, or an easy cleanup for Virtual Impact, and they will be going through. I'm glad you guys are enjoying. Alright, thanks for letting me know, guys, and if you want to let me know about any of the players or teach me about any of the Indian teams that teach me about anything I don't know yet as well about Indian teams, feel free to mention that. I'm definitely here to learn about Indian teams and what they're capable of, and I'm really liking this, what I see here from Virtual Impact. They look like they're going to be a dominant team in this tournament, and they look like they're going to be progressing into the finals here today as they're trying to win this pistol round. It's back to a 3v3, quite equal right here, as terrorists are completely spotted right here. Nice decoy coming in, making them look left when they turn this corner, as Impact is going to get the headshot and then finish off Ouija, no problem. Oh, wow, Morphew with that decoy, he had to look left first coming out of there, and that was his downfall, instantly going to his death, or instantly being finished off by a nice P2K headshot. A brilliant play there from counter-terrorists. They heard the rotation coming a mile away. The location in this corner, I mean, they were probably hearing the terrorists rotating from this location all the way through, so they knew exactly what play was coming out the entire time, and it was called out and reacted to beautifully in time. And now terrorists, it looks like they're going to gear up for this by just rushing into apartments. The first player peeks by himself, and now second player goes by himself. And now finally as the third and fourth player join up, they do manage to take down the CT player, and it's left for Shifu right here to hold off by himself. He goes down as well, and now Rusher is the last one alive for the terrorists, but he does end up going down. A Rusher managing to get a 2 kills this round, but not a bomb plant for his team, which they needed. I don't think they'll be buying up. No, it looks like they will be forcing up because they're so desperate. What am I thinking? We're on round 14 right here, and of course no team wants to be playing on match point when counter-terrorists get 15 points. So they're going to be trying to get victories from here on out completely, although I don't know how possible that is for them. And we are seeing an aggressive play coming out here from the CTs. Despite the spam coming out, Fufu willingly runs into those bullets as he looks for an opponent. But Banana players have rushed, and this is what we saw from Virtual Impact. They always had a player watching mid and watching Banana, but because the terrorists haven't done it, Mad and the rest of the CTs have just completely surrounded the terrorists, and they don't have bomb control just yet. But they are looking for it as bomb is now dropped in the middle of Alt-A, excuse me. They get control of bomb and take down the rest of the terrorist players with ease. And there you go, Virtus Pro sticker on the Heirloom Deagle. 15-3. Virtual Impact, they're done with this match. They're ready to finish it up. They want to progress into the finals for tomorrow. And they know it's coming. They're greedy for it. And it looks like they have a scout, an AWP, and AK. Okay. So they have great weapons to do this from. Meanwhile, terrorists have almost no weapons. But the first shot is a whiff from the AWP, and a second player goes down. But they don't expect a third player stacked in B side. Who would expect a third player stacked in B side? And Mad just cleans up the rest of the players. GG is called. Is there no hope for this last player? He is on 4 HP, but the clutch, can it happen? He gets one player, but he doesn't clutch the 1v2. That is indeed GG, and they are closed down. FraG show end on 16-3. They get to the semifinals, but they will progress no further, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back shortly with our next